What's going on, guys? This is Kristen with Two Chicks Resale, and I want to do like a test. We're gonna test. So I did what everyone does around this time of the year. I cleaned out my closet, went through all the things that I'm not wearing, things that are too small, things that are too big, things I just don't wear anymore, just stuff that's clogging up my closet. So I went through everything, and on the table behind me is the things I did pull out. So we've been thinking about expanding. And what I mean by that is going to different platforms. I recently looked into Depop, and Elle's looking into Poshmark. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a test. See if it works. Did we make money, or is it just sitting and going nowhere? So we're going to take you guys along for the ride. So let's go over the stuff that we have that we're actually going to list on Depop and see if we can make a profit. Now, keep in mind, these items are the items from my closet. So we did pay money for these, but I paid money for these because I wanted to wear them. So I've wore them. I've loved them. They are pre-loved. And now we're going to see if we can flip them and make some profit and see if this is something that you guys can do or anyone can do. So let's go give a rundown on what we have here. These are a pair of khakis. They are BKE. They are Jake's. So we have those. I have a couple hats. I have a Vans snapback here. I think I wore it once, so it's still brand new. I have this hat, which goes to this shirt that I wore for Halloween last year. So we're going to throw that up, see if we can, get a buck or two off of it. I have some sweatpants here, some Aeropostale sweatpants. Now to go over the shorts with you, I have some Hurley shorts. This is a pair of jean shorts from Aeropostale. We also have a pair of cargos. These also are from Aeropostale as well. And then below this, we have a pair of Callaways. Oh no, Ben Hagen. I thought these were Callaways. These are just some, they feel like golf shorts. Then below that, I have a pair. I think my battery died. So where we left off is right here with a pair of Nikes. These are some workout shorts. They are lined. Next what we have is going to be jackets. This is a Departed West jacket. There it is. Yeah, it's a Departed West. Very nice jacket. I love this jacket, but I am starting a new rule that I'm really enforcing, and that is, if you've had it for a year and you haven't worn it, then it's time to get rid of it. This is a Wakami. These are from the Buckle. Again, super, super nice. It's a really soft, thick material hoodie. And then I also have a jean jacket right here. This one is, I think I got this one from Target. So there's that one. And then I have a really nice DC Shoes jacket. It is, I think it's silk lined. I'm not sure, but the whole inside is like that. So, and then it has the ruffle collar, and then this is like a quilted cotton, and this is kind of like feels like satin, like the same as the inside. So you have that jacket. Now on to the dress shirts. Again, this is a costume that I wore last year for Halloween. We have a really nice short sleeve button down. I believe I got that from Ross. Then we have another button down. This is a long sleeve. This is a Goodfellow. It came from Target. I think I got that to wear for Thanksgiving. And then this is another piece. This is from Ross. And this is another long sleeve shirt. Got that to wear at a wedding. And then we have another Aeropostale here. This is a short sleeve button down. And then onto the t-shirts we have here. This is a Nature Backs. We have Obey. And these are all short sleeve. We have Vans, and then we have a Braxton, and then we have another Departed West here, and then there is a Magellan. Again, those are all short sleeves. And then if anybody that watches my videos, you know that I love comfort colors. It's pretty much the only shirt that I'll wear now. Comfort colors, like the shirt I have on now is a Nature Backs, and it's a comfort colors. I love them. They don't shrink up. They do, but it takes a long time. So these are all just blank comfort colors. So you have yellow, you have red, you have like a khaki or cream color, there is a gray, and there is a white. So again, this is everything that I have. There are quite a few pieces here, so we might actually do pretty well, but I will definitely make another follow-up video to this so that you know how well it did, whether it was successful or it was a bust. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to sell these items because I don't have a Depop store, so it's going to be a new store. I'm going to throw other items in there as well, like from our eBay store, from our Mercari store. But again, I don't have a following there. I have sold 0 items there, so I have 0 feedback. So we're going to see how it does, and we're going to take you guys along for the journey. Okay, you just saw the intro to the Depop video, and this is going to be the second part of the video. And I want to go over with you guys on my thoughts of how it's going for us on Depop. Not only that, but to show you some items that we did sell on Depop. Now, the goal of the video was to take some items that I already owned, which I decided to do clothing, items that I already owned, and put those on Depop to see if they could sell, and that way I can make a profit, because I wanted to do like a test to see if everyone can just take items that they're done using and put them on Depop to see if they can make a profit from it. Now, full disclosure, I did mention in the first part of this video that I was also going to take some items from our eBay store and from our Mercari store and throw in there as well. And just as a recap, just remember that we started this fresh. We had no following on Depop. We have never sold an item, and we had no reviews, anything like that. So it was a fresh account. And we wanted to see if it was going to be profitable or not. And to do so, I thought I had enough items, but in order to stay relevant and to keep within the matrix or the algorithm, you have to constantly be posting. I didn't want to just post one item a day. So we did pull some items over from our eBay store and from our Mercari store. That way we could post at least 5 items a day so that the store would always stay fresh with new items coming in to the store and to keep it better in the algorithm. And what I found out is that Depop it takes a lot. It's not as easy as listing maybe on eBay or maybe listing on Mercari. There's a lot of detail that goes into it. You have to put in there what type of material it is. You have to put in there what type of genre it is. And of course you can put those items into eBay, but also the good thing about eBay is that you can list similar, sold similar, sell as similar. So it makes it a whole lot easier. But what I want to do is I want to jump in. I'm going to show you the computer. I'm going to go straight into our Depop account. That way you guys get the best look of how well we've done. We did start the store in April, recorded this first video, or the first part of this video, on April 24th. So like a day or two after that, I went ahead and created the account on Depop and started listing items. Now I did start with just the items that are shown in this video, but after I ran out of those items, I started pulling items over from our eBay store and from our Mercari store. So switching on over to the computer so you guys can see what I'm seeing as we go through this. Now, the very first item that we did sell, as you can see here, was not an item that I had in my own personal collection. This is an item that we pulled from our eBay and or Mercari store, as well as all the items that I'm going to mention that are not mine personally. And the dollar amounts that you're going to see right here, they are actual true amounts of what we received. So it's going to, this number that you're seeing right here, it does show where they taken out the fees, because Depop does charge fees, or they did charge fees when we first started this. They're no longer charging fees, but they did. So this very first item that we sold was a jersey. We made $15.78 on that. The next one is going to be a polo that we did sell, and we sold that for $12.31. Again, that was not from my personal collection. Then we have a Carhartt jacket here. It sold for $39.14. That was not from my personal collection. And then we have this tennis, or I think it's tennis outfit, or similar to a tennis outfit. It sold for $21.84. Again, that's not for my personal collection. But the next item is, it is a Braxton shirt that was mine. We did sell that for a profit of $626. The next one was a bundle. It was 2 of the shirts that were mine that were listed in with those items that we had there from the first part of this video. We made $16.51 from those. And the next was a Herschel backpack. This Herschel backpack was not in the list of items that were mine, but it was my sister's. So we didn't purchase this in a while. She asked me to list it and sell it for her. So that right there, she made $16.56 on that. The next item is another bundle. And this was some of those shirts. It was some of the comfort color shirts. We did that as a bundle. We made $6.63 on those. The next one is the Halloween outfit. There's a shirt and the hat that I had purchased to wear during Halloween. We did sell that. We made $7.38 on that one. The next one is a backpack that we purchased in the wild, so it did not come from my personal collection. We made $18.35 on that one. The next one is a shirt. I don't know why the camera cut off on me, but back to what I was saying. The next one is a shirt that we sold. This shirt was the shirt that we did find in the wild. It was $39.21. The next one is a sweatshirt. It's a Florida Gator sweatshirt. Again, not for my personal collection, but we did pick this up at a garage sale. I know we paid like $2 for it. The next one is a hat that we purchased. We purchased that for $14.89. And the last one, we sold it for $14.89. And that, again, was not for my personal collection. And the last one was a Miami sweatshirt that we did purchase out in the wild. And we made $27.82 on that. So just to give you guys an idea of what we have sold, again, and the last one sold in August, which is last month. So we started in April. So that's not very many. Not very many at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pull up a screenshot that I took earlier. There it is. A screenshot of what we've done in the past 6 months. We have from April 1 until September 24th, the 4th, which is today, 2024. We've made $433.85 in the last 6 months. So my honest opinion, guys, if I'm just being 100% transparent with you guys, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It takes, if I was to compare it, I can probably do 2 to 3 Mercari listings to 1 Depop listing. So it takes a lot of time. Another thing that I'm not a fan of is, say for example, one of you guys was to purchase something, okay? Or want to purchase something. You would either click OK to pay for the amount that's listed there, and it would send me a notification. It would say, hey, you have someone that wants to purchase this item. I would then have to accept that. And then what it would do is it would then send you a notification that I accepted it, and you would have to accept it again. So I really don't like the back and forth. The same thing with an offer. Say, for example, you guys wanted to purchase something. You send me an offer. Let's say, hey, I'm sending you an offer for $20 for this item. And I'm like, okay, great, cool, I accept. Then it would then send you another notification to accept that I accepted your offer. And then you would have purchased the item. So I'm not a fan of the whole back and forth. It's just not for me. It just seems like a whole lot of back and forth. I really like how eBay and Mercari does it, where if you guys send me an offer and I accept the offer, it's you've bought the item. Or if you see an item you want to purchase, you hit yes, I want to buy that, you've now bought the item. It's not all this back and forth. So it's time consuming to list it, then it's time consuming to manage it as well. So I'm not a fan. I think, in all honesty, with the amount of time it goes into listing and managing Depop, I think that we're just going to take a break from it. I don't think that it's worth it for us right now. I'm not saying that Depop can't be worth it, because it can be worth it. But just for us right now, I don't think it is. I also think that maybe using a third party like List Perfectly would be the better route to go, because with, you know, third parties like List Perfectly, you just list it one place and it lists it in all the other places. There are several other third parties apps or that do that other than List Perfectly. That's just the one that's coming to mind at the moment. But I feel like that would be the best route to go for doing the Depop route, especially for us. For you guys, it might be different, but this is just my opinion. And I think that once we get to that level where we're using a third party like List Perfectly or maybe a different one, that it's easier to manage. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but I do know that it lists it for you and does everything for you. So I think that might be the route that we go with Depop. Another thing with Depop is when you want to go into vacation mode, you're only allowed 7 days. You can't set a time and be like, hey, look, I'm going on vacation from this date to this date. It's just, you turn it on, you have 7 days, and after those 7 days, it automatically turns itself back off. So if you're going to take a vacation for a month, or you want to take a break from the app, like Elle and I do, I have to go in every 7 days and click that vacation mode button. Or I just have to completely delete our account, which I don't want to do, because we do have really good reviews on the items that we have sold. So I don't want to have to start from complete scratch again. So I'm going to have to go in until we decide to use Depop again, and go in and every 7 days just list it as vacation mode again. So that's another thing I don't like. I think that they do have some things they could tweak to make a whole lot better. If they do those things, we may jump back into it sooner than later. But as of right now, those are my thoughts. That's my opinion on it. And I think we are going to take a break from it. Now, another thing that we did have happen is I tried to log in one day, and we had sold an item, and I tried to log in and to see if the customer had received the item, and it said that my account had been suspended. So I tried to get on and see what happened. I could not find anything. I tried to reach out to Depop. Now, reaching out to them, again, is another thing that is extremely hard to do. So I tried to reach them. I had to backdoor in some way, asking like a tech question in order to get a response from them. And they said that I violated their policies and that our account had been suspended. Didn't tell me what policy I violated, and told me to refer back to the emails they had sent me. I went through the emails all the way back to camera cut off again, and I don't know why it's not saying the SD thing. I'm gonna have to look into it, but I'm gonna try to get through this video for you guys. I went back all the way to February. I couldn't see, even though we didn't have Depop in February, I didn't see anything. I did not receive one email except for the email saying that our account had been suspended. I then backdoored again into trying to reach someone at Depop, sent them a fairly lengthy response, and then like out of nowhere, I think it was like 2 or 3 days later, they said that our account was unsuspended and that they were sorry that they had made a mistake. So if you are using Depop as your only source to sell on, then that could be very detrimental. I know a lot of resellers are like, hey, make sure that you are selling on more than one place, because things like that happen. And I was really disappointed in how Depop handled it. I couldn't reach someone with customer service. I couldn't reach someone with an accounts specialist or anything. It was, this is what you did, we don't talk to you anymore, which I thought was really odd. So I had not gotten any warnings. I hadn't gotten anything. It was just, you're suspended, we're not talking to you. And then backdoor your way into figuring it out, which was not professional, I don't think, at all. So again, that's another reason why I think that I just want to take a pause from Depop right now until we get a little bit bigger, and we want to list on more than one platform at a time besides Mercari and eBay. And when we decide to do something like List Perfectly, I think it'll be great to use Depop. But at the moment, I think we're going to call a timeout on Depop. Let me know what you guys think. Would you continue to do it based on what you saw, what we've sold? Or would, you just decide to say, hey, look, we're just going to take a break from it like Elle and I are. As you can also see, I did not sell very many of my own personal items. It was more so the items that we had purchased out in the wild that we carried over from our eBay store and from our Mercari store. But if you like this type of content, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of the video, please consider subscribing, leaving us a comment, letting us know your thoughts, hitting the like button. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video.